Um, Pretty much it's people that aren't here as right now. I think one of my biggest regrets, if you will, I didn't get a chance to really hook up like I wanted to with Illinois Jacquet. We've talked and we've been in each other's face over the years before his untimely passing. I wanted him originally when I did Conversing with the Elders back in 1995, and because it didn't have anything to do with the big band, he didn't want to have any thing to do with anything that didn't have nothing to do with his big band. So he graciously passed on it. So I really miss not really telling him how vital a force he was in taking the tenor saxophone to the level of where you're able to show the next level of virility beyond Coleman Hawkins, and he was really the prototype for quote unquote what they call the honkers that he set the pace for Willis Jackson, Big J McNeely, Floor Show, Curly Floor Show. I mean, all the cats. He basically within that genre, he laid the blueprint out for us. He laid the Clarence Clemens even, I mean, cats that are along that ilk, that this is a very masculine instrument, and this is the way that you're able to, play it masculine, but at the same time, he widened the sensibility, of the instrument. It was just beyond, oh, it has a human voice or whatever. No, but it has some sass, it has some lament, it has some joy, exuberance. All of those things could be brought through on the tenor, and it's immediately edifiable by the listener because of the range that it's in. Multi-instrumentalism is, back in the days, was pretty commonplace for the most part, because your versatility, of course, and I think that still counts for today as well. Somebody that's versatile, of course, is able to make a whole lot of money because you're playing more than one instrument and all that. I play the woodwind family. I came in backwards, mostly in conservatory situations. They would want you to start on clarinet first, then your saxophone is a double, and flute, and go from there. I came in, like I said, Baroque recorder over the alto, so saxophone was my first instrument, then flute, then clarinet, and then double reeds. So, and I owe that to my teacher, Mr. Washington, and Mrs. Turner again, because, in particular, Mr. Washington, because he could play every instrument, within the reed family, and you could hear the various differences. You could still hear his sound, but there was also differences in each of the family members. He treated them as if, okay, this is first cousin, this is the, the aunt, the uncle, and and they carried that weight, in his sound, and at the same time to be able to combine and to use hybrids and to celebrate the multiplicities that were possible. Are always paramount. I think my creative process is all the above at any given time. I could be in a fortress of solitude and all of a sudden a set of changes or a melody might come to me, and it's about applying it, to paper then, and hopefully it'll come to fruition a little later. Of course, the art of the moment by playing with my men, in my groups, and then also in jam session situations. That's always a continuous wellspring of inspiration, that's immediately right there, and like I said, it's of the moment. I hope to try and remember it as much as possible. There are a couple of instances where I had idea melodies to like songs, like let's say I had been listening to Fats Navarro's Nostalgia, for example, which of course is his version. He swagger jacked out of nowhere and made it his version. So I was listening a couple of times to Nostalgia, and I hummed a counter line to it while I was driving. And of course, after I got finished driving and I hummed it all the way there, hoping I could hold on to it so that I could eventually get to my mom's house and transfer it over to paper, I lost it, it evaporated. So I guess it'll boomerang itself around, you know, eventually and come back. So my process is all the above, and sometimes I need to sit down and commission things as well for myself, and I think I need to do a lot more of that, you know, to be able to just sit back and just think about, I mean, various things. Detroit, New York, various places I've played, people that I've played with, and use those as catalysts to create and deal with other things as well too. So that's coming down the line. Hey, this is James Carter, and I'm on the set with JazzTimes, and if you want more videos such as this, go and check out jazztimes.com. Dig you later.